Welcome back to Andersen Acres. It is a couple days before Christmas, and I thought this would be a great time to talk about having your rabbits in the house because move these. We have rabbits outside and inside, and we've talked a lot about rabbits outside. That's Gemini playing with the Christmas presents. So we talked a lot about rabbits outside, but we haven't talked a ton about them inside. It's early. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. She's up because she's up. So personally, I have indoor and outdoor rabbits. There are benefits to each. If you keep a rabbit or two in the house, they tend to be friendlier and more likely to want to play with you. It's also easier to keep a house rabbit safe. If they're not outside, you don't have to worry about foxes and neighborhood dogs. You're my bunny. Good girl. So you don't have to worry about foxes and neighborhood dogs, that kind of things. In many cases, house rabbits are actually placed in cages overnight or a hutch or something like that. But they have free reign during the day. That is ideal. You've probably heard me talk about bunnies are not designed to sit in cages 100% of the time. They're simply not. Don't jump on the presents this time, Gemini. So she sleeps in my bed with me. She doesn't sleep in a cage. We have X-pens that I use to block off areas I don't want her to go in. And when she's out here, I do supervise her because she can be a little bit naughty because she's a bunny. But she's generally pretty good, actually. She is a good girl. She's often found in the mudroom or my bedroom. Sometimes she's out here in the living room like she is now. She likes to hang out. She likes to go outside too sometimes, but she is a free-roaming bunny, and that can be a lot of fun, and it is the best life for them, but it's not without its challenges. And you do have to take certain precautions. Hey, baby. That's my baby. So this is a good time of year to talk about those precautions, because basically everything is a hazard at Christmas. So you want to look around the rooms that your rabbit will have access to when you're not there to supervise. Don't go under that. I'm trying to keep you in frame. I don't want to move the camera all the time. Now she's getting mad. So look around the room. In this particular room, there's all kinds of hazards because the living room's not actually bunny-proofed. My bedroom is, the mudroom is. But this is not a bunny-proofed room because my bunny's crazy, but she's also really good. Capricorn is generally not allowed out in the living room unsupervised. He is a bad, bad bunny. She might jump on that present. You're not supposed to be on that present. But she might do it anyway. There's a cat outside. So look around the room. Rabbits are really, really mischievous and they'll get into everything. So look around the room with a critical eye. Do you have houseplants? Rabbits are going to chew them, put them out of reach. So we have houseplants up on the window ledges and stuff that rabbits can't get to, like on the kitchen window ledge. We don't have ledges, plants out here where she's going to eat them because she's a bad bunny. You're crazy. Crazy rabbit. Rabbits are nuts. You should know that ahead of time. They're fantastic, but they're nuts. Rabbits will eat your houseplants, however. If you have a houseplant that's dangerous, you're going to want to move it. Okay? Because you don't want that plant destroyed. Keep it out of reach of your rabbits. Some houseplants are really toxic. Get those ones away from your buns. I'm not saying you can't have it. I'm saying get them away from your buns. Think like a rabbit. Get down on your hands and knees and look for all the places your rabbit can squeeze itself into. Will they get stuck? Will they get lost? Will they fall down a vent? Block off areas that you're concerned about if you're rabbit-proofing an area for them. Rabbits like to burrow, so if there's a lot of pillows or blankets, they might get a little bit destructive. Okay, just a little bit. Find all the wires and cords in the room and either move them or cover them with tubing that your rabbit can't bite through. She's pretty good with cords, actually. She does bite right through my phone chargers. I think she thinks that's funny. But that's okay. It's not that big a deal because I can just replace those. She's really good with other cords. Most rabbits are not. Hi, Whiskey. Most rabbits are not that great with cords. So you're going to have to know your rabbit really well. Okay? There's a dog. But you're going to have to know your rabbit really, really well. Get to know what they're going to chew and what they're not. Rabbits have sharp teeth and they can go through most cords and cables. If that cord has enough power, they can electrocute themselves or burn their mouth. So you don't want them chewing on the cords because they can get hurt. So cover up your cords or hide them, tuck them away, whatever. Think of a rabbit kind of like a toddler. If they can get into something, they're going to do it. Lock up your toxic chemicals, secure your garbage can. You don't want them eating things that are your garbage. Totally do not want them eating things that are your garbage. We throw things like plastic bits and things like that that they shouldn't eat and can cause intestinal blockages in our garbage. Make sure they're not getting it. You don't really want your rabbits to eat fabric because that can also cause a GI block and cause them to go into stasis. Not good. These things can kill your rabbits. Make sure they're not eating stuff they're not supposed to. Not everything is a snack, despite what this girl will have you believe. Not everything's a snack. No, not everything's a snack. She's like, don't touch me, Mom. Beware of carpets. Yes, I'm sitting on a carpet right now. This is a carpet. So you have to watch with carpets. If your rabbit is a carpet chewer, the rabbit will chew up the carpet. If you have a carpet chewer, you can't really stop them from chewing on the carpet. It's crazy. The fibers that they chew can and do become caught in the intestines of your rabbits, and sometimes that'll kill your rabbit. So if you have a carpet chewer, you got to remove your carpets, or you got to cover your carpets. You got to do something like that. Hey, remove your carpets before you have a problem. She's okay with carpets. Cap will eat carpets all day long. He doesn't care. Capricorn will chew the heck out of every single carpet or piece of fabric he can find. So he has to be supervised even when he's on my bed because he might eat my pillows. It's a bad bunny. But generally, if they can find something that's cloth-like, they're going to eat it. She does. Well, she doesn't. Capricorn does. I meant he does. Not this one. This is Gemini. If you have a closed door, so you've closed a door because they're not allowed to go in that room, rabbits are going to scratch at it. They are really, really curious, and they really, really want to be everywhere all of the time because they're nuts. So you can prevent this by getting a piece of clear plexiglass or something else similar to that, something like that, and just putting it right across the bottom of the door. I do that if I have a door that I don't want them to scratch. So the bathroom door has a piece of clear plexiglass on the bottom because I don't want them destroying that door every time I go to the bathroom. It's very annoying. I also repaint my doors if I have a door that they scratched up that didn't have plexiglass on it. Or just leave my doors open depending on which rabbit is running around that day. Gemini hates being on the wrong side of a door, frankly. She hates it. Hates it, hates it, hates it. If she's on the wrong side of the door, she's going to scratch at that door so she can get out. She's a very, very good bunny. Are you a good bunny, Gem? Good bunny? You're not talking to me right now? Because I won't let you do bad stuff? But Christmas time is a time of year when you can very easily end up with a problem because of all the extra stuff that'll be around that could hurt your bun. So, Christmas tree. This is actually kind of dangerous. We have to watch Capricorn around this. That tinsel, you know how you can't let your cats eat tinsel? You can't let your rabbits eat it either. Okay? Bad, 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 bad. These ribbons on the presents, if your rabbit swallows those, not good. Intestinal blockage. The ribbons, the bows on the top, these are actually a little bit toxic. So we can't let Capricorn in here unsupervised because he'll, one, eat all the tinsel and destroy the tree and knock it over and maybe even climb in it because he's a disaster. But all of this stuff, he'll just rip it up. She's actually really good. The worst thing she does is jump on top of this present, which drives everybody nuts because she's not supposed to be on that present. We don't want it ripped. But she's actually really, really good. And she's generally quite respectful of our stuff. She's not a carpet chewer, so this carpet's pretty intact. She's just a good rabbit, generally. She's generally a nice, good girl, a sweetheart. Not all rabbits are Gemini. Okay? Some rabbits, here's Gemini. Some rabbits you absolutely can't allow near this stuff because they'll just kill it. Right, sweetie? Yeah, you're so sweet, bunny. That's a sweet bunny. She's a good rabbit. She runs around the house all the time. You do need to rabbit-proof the areas your rabbits have access to. So get right down on your hands and knees. Take a look. What's your rabbit going to chew? What's your rabbit going to get tangled in? And everyone has probably noticed that piece of hanging tinsel. That wasn't the rabbit. That was the cat. That was Domino. She's a bad cat. So our cats do more damage to the Christmas tree than Gemini here. Gemini here is fantastic. Gemini, come over here and get in the picture with the Christmas tree. Bunny. She's used to me manhandling her. There she goes. Oh, she's going to go under the Christmas tree. But yeah, so that's Gemini for you. Bunny-proof your areas. She's fine. She's not going to do anything. But bunny-proof before you let a bunny randomly roam your house because they could get hurt. I'm not just saying to protect your stuff. They could get hurt. That's about it for us here at Andersen Acres today. We'll see you tomorrow.